Hello, fellow mushroom people and humans. Today I will be doing the Hindsight is 2020 tag. Okay, so I have been tagged by Ariel from Reading and Whatnot. I think, correct me if I'm wrong, I think she tagged me. Yeah. So thanks for the tag. And yeah, let's get into the questions, I guess. Okay, so question number one, what were you like as an early reader? So when I was young, my mother used to read stories to me, and I asked her on the phone just the other day, and she said that she would read to me very often. Also, my aunt would read to me very often, so I got read to very often. And I think when I was around 5 years old, I think I taught myself how to read. So I was one of those kids who were like, oh, I can read, I'm 5. And I think that's when I picked up stories by myself. And from what my mother told me, I was very much into books. So I just read a lot of them and had stories read to me when I couldn't read yet. So yeah. Okay, question number 4. What book or book series got you excited about reading as a kid? So there's one series that I remember very, very strongly, and I think I talked about it in my newbie tag video, and that is the Tiger Team series by Thomas Brezina. He's an Austrian author, and this book series is about 3 child detectives and their cases. So those were not very long books. I think there's about, 50 of them. So there's tons of books in the series. And from what I've heard, they're very successful in Germany and in China for some reason. And there has been a movie made about the book series, which is taking place in China, so connection there. I don't know. Anyways, sorry. Yeah, but that series, so it had tons of books and they were not very long, like 130 pages, I think, or 20 pages, 120 pages. So those were the regular cases that they solved. Later on, they get those super cases that were, I think, twice the length. Okay, fun fact. So I'm just editing this video and I discovered that they have mega super cases as well. What the hell? Oh man, I did miss out on those when I was younger, but it sounds awesome. Oh, I should check it out. Oh, I should. Mega super case, I mean. And in the normal cases, you had this decoder, and then you had to just at the end of each chapter there would be a question like who was the culprit, stuff like that, and then you could grind your gears and just try to figure it out, and then you could check with your decoder if you were right or not. And in those super cases you would get some extra items. No, you would not. You would get a decoder but with 3 functions. So I don't know why I got the idea that there were extra items in those books. I just don't know, but you wouldn't get them, no. Yeah, so I really enjoyed the series, and I remember it very fondly. So this is one of the series where sometimes I'm like, oh, I would like to read one of those books again. Maybe I should. Question number 3. Has there been a person in your life, real or fictional, who inspired you to be a reader? So I think I want to mention my mother again, because like I said, she provided me with books. So whether those books came from the bookstore or the library, so I never had a shortage of books. So whenever I wanted to read something new, I think my mother made sure to get me something new from wherever. So yeah, I think she really helped me just read tons of stuff, and that's what I want to thank her for. Okay, question number 4. At what point did you begin to identify as a reader? So this kind of sounds like identifying yourself as a reader is a very big step in your life. Like, just, I don't know. It sounds very dramatic, and I would never go up to a person and say like, hi, my name's Laura and I'm a reader. And they would be like, oh, you're very brave saying that. So it's just a weird question. But when I was younger, I think I thought it was normal for people to read, so I was just reading like everyone else. I think that just identifying as a reader was only, I don't know. So I think in my early 20s. So when I was at work, and people would notice that I was reading a lot, and at one point they were like, oh, but you're always reading, you're reading so much. And I don't even know, I think I wasn't reading that much at the time, but I think compared to like normal people, I was. And so they were referring to me as a person who reads a lot. And I think that was when I was kind of the book person starting then. So it's just kind of a recent thing. And it's not like at one point in my life I was like, yeah, I'm a reader now. No. Question number 5. How has being a reader shaped your life and your worldview? So I mostly read fantasy books, and I mostly read them for escapism. But when I pick up some books that are not like in this European-centric mindset, I think that reading is a great way to expand your worldview. So I just filmed a review of a book by an African author, and so the characters in this book were behaving quite differently from the way we Europeans or Americans would behave in certain situations. And I think that it was interesting to be in the head of the protagonist, because she was viewing things very differently from how we would view them in Germany, for example. So I think that that's a great way to expand on what you know, or on your own reality and on your own truth. So because we like to just take the things we believe in for granted, and we just like, yeah, but no, that's the only way to do things. And I think reading can enhance like this perception of different views and different ways to tackle things, and I think that's great. Okay, so that was actually the last question, and the last question is to tag a person. So I would like to tag Ntabi and her books, because she comes from a very different background than I do, and I would be very interested to see what she has to say. And yeah, please do it if you want. No pressure. So but yeah, that's it for today, from me for today. I can't talk. So thanks for watching, and see you guys next time.